Prologue. The truck rumbled to a stop on the edge of a small clearing, surrounded by a dense forest that stretched endlessly in every direction. Vi's father killed the engine, and the sudden quiet made her ears buzz. She sat wide-eyed in the passenger seat, the blanket from the back seat clutched tightly in her arms. "Where are we, Daddy?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Her father smiled, the kind of smile that hinted he had a secret too good to keep for long. "Somewhere special, sweetheart. Somewhere the world feels a little smaller and the stars feel a little closer." He opened the truck door and walked around to her side, helping her out. The air was cool and crisp, carrying the faint scent of pine and earth. He grabbed a lantern from the back and led her to the center of the clearing, where a slight hill rose above the surrounding woods. "I found this place a long time ago," he said, spreading the blanket out on the grass. "I come here sometimes to think. It's where I remembered how big the world really is, and how small our worries can be." Vi plopped down beside him, tucking her knees to her chest as he reclined on the blanket. "Why'd you bring me?" she asked, looking around the dark clearing, her imagination already filling the shadows with stories of her own making. "Because you're old enough now to see it," he said simply, pointing up to the sky. Vi tilted her head back and gasped. The stars stretched endlessly above them, a glittering tapestry so vivid and bright that it made her breath catch. She'd never seen anything like it. "It's like they're everywhere," she whispered. "They are," he replied, lying back and tucking his hands behind his head. "That's the Milky Way. All those stars you see, there are millions more you can't." Her father began pointing out constellations, tracing the shapes in the sky with his finger. Orion's Belt, the Big Dipper, Cassiopeia. With each one, he told her a story, weaving a sense of wonder and magic into the night. Vi lay beside him, her small hand tucked into his. "Why don't we see this at home?" "Too many lights," he explained. "Sometimes the best things are hidden when we let the noise, and the bright lights of the world get in the way. Out here, it's just us and the universe." He fell quiet for a moment, then sat up, his expression suddenly serious. "I want to show you something else, Vi." She watched as he pulled a small notepad from his jacket pocket, flipping through it until he found the page he wanted. "Someday," he said, holding it up so she could see his sketch of a cabin surrounded by trees. "I'm going to build us a place like this, out here, away from everything, just us and the stars. A place where you can write your stories, and I can finally sit on a porch and do nothing." Vi giggled, her fingers tracing the lines of his drawing. "Will it have a swing?" "Of course," he said, smiling. "And flowers." "Wild ones. You can pick as many as you want." She studied the sketch for a moment longer before lying back down beside him. "I'd like that," she said softly. Her father didn't respond right away. Instead, he rested his hand gently on her shoulder and pointed to the sky once more. "The stars don't change, Vi. They're always there, even when you can't see them. Just like family, just like me." Vi nestled closer to him, her small body warm against his side as they stared up at the endless night. The stars seemed closer here, brighter somehow, and the worries of her little world, her sister's cries, her mother's exhaustion, melted into the quiet of the clearing. "Daddy?" "Yeah, Vi? Can we come here again?" Her father chuckled softly, squeezing her shoulder. "As many times as you want, kiddo. This place will always be here for us." And for that night, the world outside the clearing ceased to exist. It was just them, the stars, and a promise whispered into the quiet